up, P.O.Box, and you're watching Rockstar.tv. Alright, so this is Willie, he plays the drums, and Jay plays the guitar, I'm the lead vocals, Yul plays the trumpet, Oliver plays the bass, and we have a trombone player which is not here right now, but he will be there on tour with us. And our last album is out on Long Beach Records Europe, and it's entitled And the Lipstick Traces, and we are doing this tour to promote the album.
So for the German tour, it will be awesome because we're gonna play with good bands like Anti-Flag, and we're gonna play in new cities. We love touring, we love playing live. So the more we play, the more we're happy, and it's kind of holidays for us too. And we're gonna spend 10 days in Germany and in Austria, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna play on new songs. We're gonna meet some nice people for sure, and it's gonna be huge. I think, I hope, be there. The Flatliners. Currently, the Flatliners are a huge influence, but we love the NoFX in the van. We listen to NoFX and Streetlight Manifesto, Suicide Machines, the Slakers. It's not really well known, but it's a huge influence for us. And Sublime, we like Sublime. Yeah. Fantastic Ocean Fear. And Weezo, German bands, and Beatsticks, and Donuts. Yeah, and Tokyo Hotel, of course, yeah. Life is a deadly fight. We wander in the night. We went for the USA. It gets right, it takes the wrong. Not once for one more, get them. Not even aim. Life is a deadly fight. We wander in the night. We went for the USA. It gets right, it takes the wrong. Not once for one more, get them. Not even aim. Not again.
Wir möchten in Deutsch sprechen und singen, aber wir können nicht, weil ich bin auch ein Berliner, aber ich komme aus Frankfurt. Wenn wir Deutsch werden, wir könnten Deutsch sprechen, aber es ist schwer, weil in Deutsch du kannst nicht alles sagen. Dankeschön. Fukuila.
We have a lot of punk bands in France, like really great bands. I'm thinking of Guerilla Poubelle or Frégolo, or we have a lot of bands. But I would say that the scene in France is not really huge, not really big. When you put on a show, you don't have a lot of people coming, except if the band is really popular. Like when American bands come in France, they have a big audience. But a small band would have only an audience of 20 people maybe, or something like that.
Tell me if these people are right. Tell me if these people are wrong.
used to play soccer with Big D and the kids table, and we won. Then they say, okay, we want to see you on stage, and we played together, and they won. That's the connection.
Tell me with these people on. Tell me with these people on. Tell me with these people on. Tell me with these people on.
In French, it's kind of hard because all the bands who start a band decide to sing in French because it's easier to go on the radio, to have labels and everything. And I think in the common culture in France, people they prefer to listen to things they understand, like a song in French. And we decided to sing in English. And at the end, I think it's better for us.
Tell me with these people on. Tell me with these people on. Tell me with these people on. Tell me with these people on.
The history of the punk movement as well as the ska movement, you know, there's this unity between different people from different part of the world. The ska history is based on Jamaican people meeting skinheads, like real skinheads, not the right-wing skinheads. And so the idea behind this thing, the background of this movement, this cultural and music movement, is something really important as well. So there is still nowadays the background between, like, behind punk rock and behind ska music is really important. There is this political side which cannot be forgotten, even though the bands who just talk about getting wasted or about girls are not really punk, I would say. This is more a way of life, a way of thinking, than just a type of music.
As we are the opportunity to be on stage, and a lot of people can listen to our songs, and we sing in English, so we try to talk about quite serious stuff. We never talk about girls, buttons, C, and sun. We try to get a message in our lyrics and talk about the problem that we can make in daily life.
Well, the history has been made by people who once said no to something, such as those artistic movements or cultural movements who said no to something that didn't represent themselves, or any revolution. Like, I'm talking about artistic movements such as the movement Dada or the Situationists or the punk rock movement as well. And this history is not the one we've been told at school when you have some history lessons. So basically, the idea behind the Grail Marcus and the Lipstick Traces is this idea of resist to exist.
I ain't interested in hearing about your old days.
And by owning the media, he owns the people. His best friends are people who are editors of some of the biggest magazines, some of the biggest TV channels, such as our first channel in France. And he's good friend with them, so, well, by owning the media, he can say whatever he wants, and the people will believe, because the people are, the way to control the people is to make them being afraid of others or afraid of something. And our president does that the best way he can. He just make the people being afraid by owning the media and by telling what he wants in the media.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
What does it mean?